At some point, I realized the more I started to do everything, the worse I felt, and things only started changing when I simplified my life. I want to share with you how this made me richer in so many aspects. This topic will be divided into 2 parts, and today I want to share with you the first 3. If you're new here on my channel, I'm Nina and I welcome you here on Ladies Mental. Point number 1, decision is something that you are doing quite a lot, but when it comes to making better decisions as well for yourself is long term, your values. When I moved into my first apartment, I wanted to have everything done, furniture, decoration, and later on I started to feel it was too much. My decoration, some furniture that I had were not appropriate, or somehow my style just changed. From that experience, I understood not to always give in to your wants and to start to see where you need the things. And this is what I did in my current apartment. I knew I wanted to get some furniture. How I started to see that is I approached the way I put things away, how much space do I really need, what would fit in, how my interior will develop over time. All these things are going into that decision. And now that I have one of them, which you can see here in the corner, I think it's perfect. And especially the method that I use is the parking method. Once something has a specific place, you can put it back. So every time I finish my editing at the desk behind me, I will put all the things into that drawer, and that's where it is. There's no other place where I leave my laptop and equipment. That's where it goes. Making sure that our decisions align long term and with the needs that we have in our everyday life. Number 2 is being more grateful with the things that I have, and in general practice the gratefulness in my life. This is something that I had to develop in the beginning. I started to incorporate that in the morning and the evening. I wrote them down, and nowadays it's more of a list that I have in my head of 3 things that I'm grateful for. The reason why I think it's essential that we practice gratefulness is sometimes we are getting caught up in the negative spectrum of things that we don't have in our life. We're paying so much attention to the things we don't own or that is missing, or we are always searching for something instead of being in the present and be grateful and rich in what we have. And this is truly a game changer. Another way that helped me to stay connected to this grateful practice is started to see documentaries about different countries, about different life situations, health issues. Everyone has their own story. It made me so much more grateful to have a body that is healthy. You have the same feeling when you're sick of a flu and you're just recovered. There is so much energy, and you can go out and play and see the world by starting to see the little things. And it's not about just labeling them as little. There is so much richness when we are focusing on the positive aspect and the things that we own. It's all about choosing your favorites every day and be excited about them, and to have a body that is working for you. Let's move on to point number 3 for the first part of this topic. And that is helping others. Starting to care about your communities, your loved ones, strangers, or people that you interact with your every day. I want to be very strict here that people who are not returning the favors or helping you out sometimes, you should distance yourself and separate them, maybe even long term, from your life, because that will just drain out your energy. I want to focus more on the people who return favors to you and look after you on a regular basis. Things that I do in my everyday could be doing the laundry, or it could be just making a meal prep for my husband if he has a busy week, and just those small little things, maybe making the bed, like those little tedious tasks sometimes that can get in our way. And if you're doing that for someone else and that person does it the same for you, especially if you're in a household, when you're supporting someone else, it just gives you another way of feeling happy, accomplished. For me, it's not about always returning the favor. I truly want to help people. Sometimes it's just making a coworker's day or making someone smile. It doesn't have to be a big favor, or it could just be saying hello, texting. We never know what someone goes through, and a small favor can do so much happiness to someone. I want to know from you how you incorporate gratefulness in your everyday life. What approach do you use? Let me know in the comments, and stay tuned for the second part. I will link it down in the subscription once the video is out. Thank you so much for being here, and we see you soon. Bye!